you gonna have to like shut everything down?
I don't know. We'll have to find out again.
Okay, well, if you have to shut everything down, don't worry. I'll stay up, and then you call me, and I'll stay chatting with these five people here on Mixer.
Yeah,
They
please
can
do.
hear me. So what's up, Bobby? I'm just gonna talk to you since you're in the chat room, and Linda and David, and how y'all doing? Bobby says always, woohoo, yay, awesome. Let's see if we get any more people. You know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't we share this old vinyl radio Mixler link to Facebook to get people in here while they wait for Paranormal Warehouse to begin?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. So if y'all can. Oh, look, I already have 50 hearts. How awesome is that?
That is awesome.
These people rule.
Hey, I think we almost have it. Hold on.
Yay! And then right now you're just going to beat me and everybody's going to go over there with you and I'm going to be all by my lonesome
Let's see.
in
It's still
Mixler.
previewing. Still previewing, so I don't know yet. Let's see.
Previewing.
Oh,
How's it going?
oh, oh. Looks like we might actually. Yep, I think we're live. Yep, we're live.
You got it? Yay!
What a shocker, huh?
Woo! Hey, Nathan. Nathan's in the house. What's up, Nathan Withers? He's in the Mixer chat room. Say hi.
Hi.
Mixer beat Paranormal Warehouse this time. I was up before Moon. How nice is that?
That
That's a
is
first.
awesome. Yeah. Was it because of my technical difficulties or anything? No.
It was because of that.
That's not
Uh-oh.
paranormal. That's me.
What was that?
I
Oh,
was
that
I
was
was getting
your
yeah, I was
phone.
getting the phone ready. It was all that kind of stuff. Oh, okay, everybody's jumping in now. We got Kyle in
Yeah.
here. Hey,
Now
Kyle,
you got everybody. Then they're all going to leave me. Hi,
Christine,
Nathan. No, I'm just
Donna,
saying hi to my people.
Julie, Chrissy,
What's up, Nathan?
Colette, Melody. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Sorry for the technical BS that we had there in the very beginning, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's the fun of OBS, the mixer. Hey Julie, good to see ya.
That's what happens, right?
James. Okay, I'm hearing the video is frozen. Guys, let us know if you can see and hear us okay. Linda, Diana, hi, how are ya?
I see us moving.
It seems like we are. It looks like it on here to me.
Oh, it says it keeps freezing. Who's
Well,
freezing?
well, we might have to have one of those shows where we just freeze every once in a while. It's just one of those.
It's one of those. I'll just stay still the whole time.
Right, I'll just be frozen too. Chrissy says, looking great, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love back to you, Kyle. Absolutely, absolutely. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's been a crazy kind of week. I don't know about for you, D, but it's been absolutely nuts on my side.
It has been. It has been crazy. There's been just like just a lot of things. You know what I feel? I feel like saying, wasn't retrograde over? Like that's
Yeah,
how I feel.
we've
You
got
know?
that reverb happening right now. We've got the reverberation of it, and it doesn't end until like the end of the month. So
And it's like hardcore reverb. I don't know if it is for
yeah,
you, but I don't know if it's just an Aries thing or what. But it's like, and then you know how Aries get like when something just doesn't go right. Like
I
that's
know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah. So that's been me all this week. So I can just imagine you
Oh God, I've been freaking
because
out.
you're worse.
Hey Amber. Hey Margaret. Hey Lorella. Sorry. Okay, so everybody says the picture and sound is good. By the way, D.
Awesome.
So,
And Nathan says he loves the show. That we are awesome. Thank you,
oh,
Nathan.
thanks, Nathan.
We
We
think
appreciate
you
it.
are awesome.
Oh, well, he's right. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for thinking I'm awesome. Just kidding. Hey Jan, how you doing? Um, yep, everything is good. Interesting question. Jan says, "Hey Moon, all okay with your sweets at home?" Yes, as far as I know. She's downstairs. I can check. Is this like the thing in that horror movie where it's like,
Steve Dunn said, "Is my migraine gone?" Actually, it was kind of lingering a little bit today, but right now I'm actually okay. I'll be okay.
and Catherine says she has to go study for her biology final, but she wishes us a great night. Back at you, Catherine.
Awesome.
Good luck on the test. Hope everything turns out well for
Good
you.
luck on that test.
Kyle says, Moon, guess what?
What?
I was waiting for D to say it, yeah. What's up, Kyle? What's going on?
What? Tell me. Tell me everything.
Yeah, everything's gone crazy. It's just absolutely nuts. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. Thanks for all the love. Hey, Oh, Kyle says, you know how I asked you about my girl? You were right. It happened, mate. Hey, yeah, that's awesome, Kyle. We had a little private reading, a little private discussion that happened, and I'm glad that that turned out, especially for the best. So, yay, Kyle! Woohoo!
Hey, Meredith Morrison says it's finals week for her and graduation Saturday, so life has been hectic for her. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
So,
not that it's been hectic. That's not awesome, but I mean, it's
no, but
awesome that your graduation's coming up. That's awesome.
yeah,
Congratulations.
that's a big accomplishment. Yeah, definitely
That's
congratulations,
huge.
guys.
Yeah.
Hey, so guys, do us a real quick favor. We want to say this in the very beginning. We've got bunch of people in the Paranormal Warehouse chat room. So, guys, if you would do us a favor and please share this video to your timeline, we would appreciate it.
Hmm.
Tell everybody, come check out these crazy people that we like to hang out with on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and maybe you'll hear some of their crazy things that happen. So, if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, send us some hearts, some loves, and send us a share. We would totally appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Getting past that, one thing I wanted to talk about really quickly is how much fun me and Mama Moon had last Saturday night at the Lumber Baron Inn here in Denver. We did a psychic party with the Moons, and
Hmm.
it was absolutely awesome. We had so many box talkers that came to the event. I gotta tell you,
That's so cool.
it was like we had hashtags left and right of everything we are talking about.
Oh.
Michelle walked up to me and immediately started with one thing right off the bat about
Yeah, you told me.
the scrub. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, here we go. But yeah, it was. We had such a fun night. We had some really cool, amazing things that happened. So a lot of people had personal experiences, and my mom and I got to get up there and be the clowns that we are, and you guys got to hear us talk, and we had a really good time, guys. So I just
That's
want to
awesome.
thank everybody for coming and supporting our events and supporting Box Talk, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Before we get started, just really quickly wanted to say also that I have an event. If you guys are anywhere near upstate New York coming up this weekend, I'm going to be at the Rucker Mansions. Me and Mom and Moon are both be there doing a Ghost Hunter University this Saturday, and
Hmm.
it's pretty packed already, but we still have some tickets left. So if you guys are interested in that, you can stop by my page. There's a bunch of information on there. Private message me, and then the week following, I'm going to be in Iowa at the Dubuque Paranormal and Psychic Expo, which is always fun. So I'm going to see a lot of you guys out there. Hi, and I get to do readings for you guys. And we're going to do Moon Family Paranormal Experience for you. And then the following weekend, I'm actually spending the week in Iowa. I'm doing some private investigations and readings and all that kind of stuff. And then the really cool thing that's happening is Friday night. We're doing an investigation. I think Miss Garcia is actually going to be joining us for this one, an investigation of the Stagecoach Inn in Iowa. And we're going to be filming it for a future episode of Ghostbox Chronicles. And then the following day, we are actually going to be doing our Chilla in Manila paranormal conference. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So in the day, Mama Moon and I are going to be at the Klondike Hotel doing a Moon Family Psychic Experience event, and then private readings after that. And then when we go over, we're going to go to the haunted school, and we're going to do presentations all day. Dee and I are doing the very first Box Talk live, which should be really interesting. So you guys
Yeah,
will
I'm
be,
kind of nervous.
yeah, me too. And you guys will be able to see that live. You'll be able to see the two of us in the same room. My God, when we finally meet, it's going to be insane. Two Aries in the same room.
Oh my
So it's
gosh.
going to be nuts. And we're really excited to do that for you guys. And we're going to have Dan is going to be there. We're going to have Chris Sutton, Coyote Chris Sutton's going to be there. Um, it's just going to be absolutely awesome. And we're doing a ghost hunt that night too. And there's going to be all kinds of paranormal vendors. And so if you're anywhere in Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, anywhere in that region, Manila is the place to be. Manila, Iowa. So if you guys can make it,
Hmm.
please do. Please come see us. And last little bit of information that I wanted to give out is people have been trying to get in touch with me about private readings. I have done a ton of private ghost box readings this week.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been so much fun, and a lot of box talkers, ton of box talkers. So go ahead and PM me. You can get me on my psychic medium Chris Moon page. You can get me at Chris Moon, my personal page, or Box Talk page. You can get me anywhere. If you're interested in doing a reading, I'll give you prices and availability and all that stuff. So that's the end of my advertisements.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
I just want to tell you that Nathan again says, Mooney, you're awesome.
Oh, thank you so
So
much, Nathan.
getting lots of love over here. And this is, Mitch
That's
is
kind of
supposed to
your
be mine.
side. Yeah, that's your side.
So
Jeez.
what happened to Dee's love? Come
Oh,
on.
give Dee some love, guys. Give D some love. Hey, Julie, I'd love to do a reading for you. Philip, hi, how are you? Kyle, following up on the reading that I gave him, says, yes, thank you, Moon. She and I are doing great, and the stress is gone with her. Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. You're awesome, Kyle. I'm always happy to help out in any way that I can.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I don't miss anybody because it's always busy on my side.
You sounded like an old man.
Well, let me look and see if I got anything else. Um,
No, you should do your voice like a. Let me look and see if I like.
let me see if I can find anything on my side. Um,
From Family Guy.
yeah.
He whistles.
Oh, super, super. Um, Jen Falls is checking in my stepdaughter. Yeah, guys, I just want to let you know my stepdaughter. Thank you all for the prayers. From the bottom of my heart, I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. She had some serious pain, had a pretty serious thing happen, but she's going to be okay. So I really, I thank all of you for the well wishes and prayers for my stepdaughter who was in the hospital yesterday. She is home. She's doing great. She's back with her family and friends. She's good. So thank you all for that.
Awesome. I was so happy to hear that everything was okay when you
Yeah,
posted that.
it was
Because
scary.
yeah, it is. It's scary whenever you have a family member, anybody like going to like recently my sister. I mean, what is going on? We just talked about that a couple weeks ago. Remember? Everybody's
Yes,
getting sick, and everybody. I mean, my sister. Last what was it? Last week she was in the
yeah,
hospital,
it's
and
nuts.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it happened last week. As a matter of fact, it happened on Wednesday
Yeah,
of last week.
yeah,
Yeah, because that's when I told you I don't know what to do because she didn't want my mom to know.
right.
So she was like, "Don't cancel your show because then mom's gonna know." So I'm like, "Oh, here I am. I did the Wednesday show, and I was like thinking about, ugh." And
Totally
then my mom
stuck.
popped in. Yeah, she popped in the chat room like, "Why didn't you tell me about your sister?" I'm like, "She told me not to tell you."
Don't you love that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got in trouble with my mommy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, really quickly, Linda wants to know, coming anywhere near Philly? Yeah, Linda, we are working on Mama Moon and I are doing our book tour, and we're going to be coming near Philly, probably sometime in August, early September. We will be near Philly, and I'll give you more information on that as it happens.
Thank you, Nancy. She says, "Love the hair, D." Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it is good hair. And red, you got the power color on tonight. I'm
Got the
feeling it.
red.
I'm feeling it.
Woo!
I'm feeling the power.
The power of the. No, you can't say dark side. We're not dark side.
No, we can't talk about Star Wars this week.
No.
Ever get all mad at us
We
for
we
geeking out?
promised everybody we weren't going to talk about Star Wars. But
We
anywho,
we
yes,
won't.
I'm
Uh,
wearing my power color because Aries are supposed to wear red when they want to.
and you got it. You're dominating right now.
And I've even got my red solo cup.
Oh,
See?
solo. Okay, we won't get into it. Brandy says she's making do, living the dream, and just ate Pizza Bella. Sounds
Mm.
good to me. I don't know. I don't know what Pizza Bella is, but um, yeah, Julie, we can do readings on health. Anything else that you want to do? My mom's awesome with that too. Oh my God, she's like paradoctor, MD.
The madam says hello. Hi, Dee and Chris.
Hello,
Hi,
madam.
madam.
Hello, madam. I like to say it that way.
And Nathan he said,
Oh,
Chris Paranormal wish best of luck on this show. Thank you so much. I have a question for all the listeners and start chiming in. I want to see what I want to know. I'm just curious because it has been after after the retrograde, it has been kind of strange. Like there's been like a lingering thing, and it's just I feel like every time I want to accomplish something, there's like a roadblock. I keep going, and I still get it done, but it's like, oh my God, there's roadblocks and roadblocks and roadblocks, and it's like, and not the game either that my son plays. No, like,
yeah.
like it's just something, and then and I got to get past that, and then something else, and you know what? I keep going, and I get it done, but geez, I just want to know, does anybody else out there, before we go on, any of the listeners, have you all had the same experience lately? Like that energy out there messing with y'all, like you want to try to get things done and just not happening because something goes wrong?
Well, I have, and I'll tell you what, Dee, that's exactly like the definition of the retrograde, from what I understand. Sherry Henderson owns the Inner Space it's the
Mm-hmm.
metaphysical center in Atlanta. It's kind of like my home shop in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and she's the one who explained the retrograde to me, and it was so frustrating as an Aries. And you'll get this. It was like the whole idea behind a retrograde is for you to stop, slow
Mm-hmm.
down, adjust, and basically let the world go by and recover from everything that's happening. The problem with that is if you're a sign like an Aries, you're a fire sign. screw that. I mean, all you want to do is just keep going forward. And
Yeah,
the
it's
worst thing in the
your
world is to,
goal.
yeah, is to sit back and wait and watch and hope and reflect. And it's like, come on, that's not us. That's not what we
No.
do. So it's super frustrating. And yeah, I just wanted to tell everybody that. Really quickly, as people are starting to respond, Kyle says, Moon is the guardian of the night, the moon, the stars, and D is the guardian of the day, sun and blue sky.
Aw,
Very
I
poetic,
like
Kyle.
it.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
like that.
And I wanted to
I
tell you,
like this.
I wanted to tell you guys too. I'm getting some reading questions in here. We can do a couple tonight, but tomorrow night on a regular Box Talk show is going to be reading night. I'm kind of saving up all my energy because the plan is for me to pull the box out, and we're going to do just a massive amount of readings. Dee's going to do some counseling. I'm going to use the box. I'm going to not use the box, but we're going to just basically go question after question and answer every question that you guys throw at us, or at least to the best of our ability, we will. So hang in there for that. We're going to try to get to a couple tonight, but we mainly want to do that tomorrow night.
Yeah, and so I'm excited about tomorrow because I'm hoping. I do worry, like when you get, because sometimes I know you'll push and you'll be like, okay, let's keep going. I'm like, no, stop, take a break. But I have
It's
a
true.
feeling it's going to go well. I have a feeling it'll
Yeah,
go well.
me too. I'm
I don't know
literally
why.
I'm gonna
I have.
gear. Yeah, I'm gonna gear up all day. I'm gonna try to get as much energy as I can put together so that I'm good for you guys tomorrow night. And the hope is that I can help a lot of you guys, and Dee can help a lot of you guys with what she does too. And we are available for one-on-ones. I know you guys kind of start out with one question and you want to have one thing answered. We can't get totally in depth into that, obviously. We can't take half a show to answer one person. So if you really do want to have a one-on-one session, I recommend it. I mean, if you're able to afford it, definitely do it because it gives you a chance to really get in depth, ask a lot of questions, and if you're trying to connect with loved ones and guides on the other side, you got 20 minutes to just go back and forth and get as much out of as you can. And I know Dee right now is still kind of putting together her whole service and how it's going to work. But I'll tell you
You're going to
what,
help me.
yeah, I'm working on it with her. And a lot of people have already requested once they do a reading with me, they're like, how do I process this? What do I do with all this information? And I'm already kind of turning them over to Dee because Dee is a counselor. So, and she does really well. So anyway, and the intuitive part helps too, right? So
Oh yeah.
anyway, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say they're answering the over here in Mixer. Everybody that answered that question says, yeah, that they've been having things just have like go wrong. Like Madam says that she had a wall, an emotional. I got a wall Monday emotionally. Like she was just very emotional on Monday. She got hit with an emotional wall, and to top it off, her sewing machine was wonky last week. All of them.
Oh.
So she's just been having the Libra me is so unbalanced, she says. So yeah, I mean, we're not the only ones, and not that I'm like, okay, good, no, because I don't wish this on anybody, but at least it kind of gets that it's not just you, it's not the world against you, or it's not the universe against you. It's like it's an energy that's affecting everybody.
Right. That's
I
true.
worry about that sometimes too. I'm like, my God, is the
Is
universe
this just
punishing
me? Yeah.
Like, yeah, but I've done nothing wrong, I don't think.
I think we ask these questions all the time. Like, my God,
Yeah.
I'm stuck. We're trying to sell our house. It will not budge. It won't move. I mean, it's like people show up and they like one part and hate another, and it's like, oh, and then they're going to put an offer, then they won't. So it's just absolutely crazy, and it's one of those most frustrating things. And you do, after a while, you're like, oh my God, is it me? What did I do? Why am I being punished?
Yeah.
There's a reason for it, and I'll find out what it is later on, and I'll go, oh, but that doesn't make me feel any better this moment.
Exactly. In the moment, you don't want to, because it comes at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And it feels like, no, this shouldn't be happening right now. It's going to make everything, it makes everything more complicated, and it's like things are not running smoothly. So when it happens, but then it's funny because we have to remind ourselves, I have to remind myself, and then it's funny because I can give that advice, and I listen to myself give that advice. I'm like, man, that's good. I should take my own advice. But I forget when it's me. And I have to remind myself, you know what? Just tell yourself, hey, you'll realize maybe in a week, maybe in a month, but it'll make sense later why that terrible, unfortunate event took place.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Well,
like, for example, Meredith said that she got fired last week. It's opening new doors, but it couldn't have come at a worse time.
Yeah.
So you see.
That's exactly it. It opens the door, but at that moment you're like, how am I going to pay my bills? It's a real thing. God, guys, I'm sorry. And I just wish you all, and I know Dee does too, wishes you all the best luck. And we want to see all of you happy and successful, and whatever we can do to help with that, we try to do. Really quickly, Donald wanted to know what the name of the book my mom and I wrote. It's called Ghost Box. It's published through Llewellyn. I wish, because I'm holding the phone, maybe I can find a way to do it. I don't know, to put a link in here or something. Maybe D, if you could do it, D, if you could put a link
Yeah,
in
I'll
there
do
from
it.
the Amazon pre-order if you want to do it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting ready for our book tour, but yeah. Tanya says it's awful. I'm sick, having some tennis elbow issues. No good, but prayers for everyone that's sick. Yeah, prayers to everybody. And guys, like what happened with my stepdaughter the other day, that positive energy really does carry over. When I put those like prayer requests out and positive energy requests, it's not like I'm just out there going, "Oh, gee, can you do something?" I mean it. I'm like, if you guys could put some positive energy into it. My daughter has type 1, and she's gone through some really life and death ketoacidosis situations. And I got to tell you, you guys, many of you have been the ones I know who've put the energy in to pull her through those specific things. When I thought I was going to lose her, I put requests out on Facebook, and people are like, prayer sent, angel sent, this, sent, and just all that positive intention really does help. So if
Hmm.
somebody asks you, to say a prayer for them, don't just go, oh yeah, prayer sent. Really mean it when you
No,
send it.
yeah.
It's really important.
Because if somebody reads that, they're counting on it. They're counting on that, like, and it's true what they say, when more than one person, when a big group, focuses their energy and their prayers to help an individual out, it works. It works.
It really does. Dee, really quickly, can I do a quick reading for somebody?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so I've got Sherry Lickers. Hi, NF New York. Is my grandmother around me, and do you see any more surgeries in my future? I've had 13, and I'm really so tired of them. Sherry, yeah, I definitely do feel like she's always with you. I don't think that there's a time that she's not. I think that she's carried that relationship that you had in life on to the other side. As far as the surgeries, unfortunately, I feel like you do have a couple more coming up, but I feel like you're at the end of that cycle. I feel like if you can get through a couple more of these things, it really is going to improve for you. It is going to get better. So try to hang in there. Let us know if we can send positive energy to you and help you out with that in any way that we can. But definitely know Grandma's with you, and I know she's probably pulled you through a lot of these already. So there you go.
I don't know why I can't find the link to your book. I'm like looking for it.
If you go to Amazon and type in Ghostbox under books, it'll pop up under there.
Okay, I did, but okay, let me try it again. That's
Okay.
exactly what I did.
And while you're doing that, Rebecca says, "D, I tried to listen to Mixler, but it wouldn't let me chat. That's because it's an old broken down radio thing." Um,
No, it's because you have to. You can listen, but if you want to chat, you have to sign up, and you can just sign up with your Facebook. Log in with Facebook,
yeah,
and
you
then you can
can.
chat.
You can really do that. Mark Williams, I was in a very bad wreck on the day I was going to open my diner. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. I hope that everything's turning out okay with that. Again, this is that retrograde thing kicking in, so I hope that that's pulling through for you, and things are
Aha, there it
starting
is.
to improve. Thank you, D.
Like, aha, I found it.
Um, yeah, Cora, we are going to help everybody with more of the psychic reading questions tomorrow. I'm going to do a few tonight. Dee's going to cover some tonight too, but we really want to focus on it for tomorrow. And for those who don't
Mhm.
know, really quickly, good opportunity to stop and say, on this show, if you guys have watched any of the paranormal shows that are out there on the internet, most of the time people will bring on a guest and they'll interview the guest and ask the same 20 questions that you hear everywhere else. On this show, the box talkers, our listeners, you guys are box talkers, box talk squad. You are the guests. You're the
Yeah.
people who come in. That's why we read all your comments. Sometimes we'll just talk about some things that you have to say. You bring up a subject. Sometimes we'll start talking back and forth about it, and you get our opinion on it. And then other listeners also kind of kick in on that as well. So it's just it's a really interactive show for those who don't know. And we do a lot of readings. We do things like that, but we also like to just hang out and talk and BS a little bit and have fun and
Hmm.
and have some
That's a
laughs.
good way to put it.
Yeah, we just like
BS a
to
little
have
bit.
some laughs and have a good time. So, and we always try.
Wait, there it is. Yeah. Okay, the link's correct. Yay! I put it in there.
Thank you, Dee. I appreciate it.
Woo woo woo! I rule.
Yes, you do. Nancy says my daughter is an Aries. Well, she's awesome then immediately, and has a chronic disease that keeps her down a lot. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm hoping
Oh.
this ends soon as you go Aries go crazy with downtime thoughts. Oh my God. Um, I'm able-bodied,
Hmm.
thank God. Knock on wood. I don't have any debilitating diseases. Dee deals with some health problems on her
Yeah.
side, and she
All
could
the time.
probably, yeah, she could probably answer better than I could. But I got to tell you, if I was laid up in any capacity, I don't know
Hmm.
what I would do. My mind would absolutely go crazy because I always have to be doing something all the time.
It's tough. And like I know for me, like I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia about 7, 8 years ago, and I get chronic pain everywhere. I get sick a lot, and then I have asthma. I mean, I don't know. I'm broken,
She
but
is
I still
broken.
keep going. I am, but I still keep going. But the worst thing to do, and I have to remind myself not to do it. The worst thing to do is to just go and even though you want to just lay there because you hurt and you're in pain and you feel like you can't do anything else. That's actually the worst thing to do. It makes it worse. It's best to start, and it's going to sound cheesy, but start by like making her laugh and making her, and then like get her to, even if it's just things around the house, you know do things together. And it sounds really cheesy, but that's what works for me.
Doesn't sound
you
cheesy to
know
me. It makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Try to keep.
I mean, there's times when I'll, sometimes I'll message when I'm like, oh, I've been having a crappy day or whatever, and then like we'll talk, and I'm like, hey, I feel better. Like, why? Because he made me laugh,
Yeah.
and
Vice
that,
versa.
that works. Hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. As Aries, I can tell you, we're the first ones to be the Energizer Bunny and the battery for everybody else, but we're also the first ones to become depressed, and we have pity parties a lot. We like to do that. Woe is me. That's kind of our thing. Oh, why do I have to be the one? Yeah. So, yeah.
The world's smallest.
Yeah. Dee and I play that back and forth quite a bit, but we cheer each other up. We try to at least. Um,
We do.
Excuse me. Janet says, "Yeah, readings in the box sounds like a great time. What time does it start?" Well, tomorrow's show is going to start at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Mountain, 6:30 p.m. Pacific.
Julie Jules really wants you to read her. What's
Okay.
your question, Julie?
Is she in the Paranormal Warehouse or is she in
Mm-hmm.
Mixler?
Paranormal Warehouse.
Okay.
Paranormal Warehouse. So she just said, please read me.
Okay. Well, I need a question.
Yeah, that's what I said. What's your question,
Yeah.
Julie?
So Julie, that's bad radio. Is what we call that. That's bad radio. So read me. Okay. I sense there's a blood flow. I sense you have hair. I sense you have eyes. No, I need to get some kind of idea from you what you're looking for. Colette says she'd love a reading, but it's too expensive with her being in the UK. Colette, get in touch with me. We'll talk. We'll see what we can come up with. Kelly's still trying to process her gifts, which is amazing. Oh, Kyle gives you a little endorsement, Miss D. Dee is an amazing counselor, very caring, kind, and polite. Always there for people, which is very rare, these days. So thank you so much for that, Dee. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You know what? I appreciate that. And when I do it, I feel better. I know I don't want to sound cheesy. I know it sounds, but it
That
honestly
sounds
makes me
cheesy.
it honestly makes me feel like a lot better when I help somebody, when I talk to them, and especially if they reach out to me and they're just having, I mean, the crappy day is putting it lightly. Like, I mean, when they're having just depression, and then they talk to me, and when they tell me, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would have done had I not spoke to you," I'm like, "Wow, wow," and then that just validates for me. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know how many people have like just thanked me endlessly for that. So it's just crazy.
It is absolutely
Makes
amazing.
makes me happy.
Definitely. No, Dee's awesome with that. Hey, Dee, can you do me a favor? I was going to read something Mark just put in here. Could you? Oh, well,
I dripped water on myself.
I'll let you. I'll let you deal with your problem first. I'll have you do it after this. Mark was talking about having
Okay.
the car wreck and opening the diner. This is really interesting because he had a prophetic dream. Oh my God, the dream that I had before the car wreck. The dream was a man chasing me on the black horse, and the next day I was hit by a black car, which had a man driving it. Yeah, that's definitely you are definitely
Wow.
seeing things happen at that point. That was more than likely your guides were trying to tell you be careful, watch out. It was one of those kind of situations. And my vibe on that is if they wouldn't have given you that dream, that warning, it probably would have been a lot worse than it really was. I think that subconsciously there was a part of you that was looking out for that whole situation. So definitely that's a great example of paying attention to your dreams and also seeing correlation and synchronicity. Very cool. Dee, I was going to ask if you wouldn't mind in the chat room, would you mind putting in the link to the YouTube channel? It's my YouTube channel, but
Yeah.
it's also the Box Talk YouTube channel. So Dee and I put all of our shows up on here for rebroadcast. If you guys ever miss an episode and you want to go back and just watch the repeats, which a lot of
Go
people
over.
do,
Yeah.
go to this YouTube channel. It is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe when you get there. Need lots of subscribers. You can watch Box Talk episodes. You can watch my series, which is the Ghost Box Chronicles. D is the narrator for that. We do a lot of stuff together, D. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know.
But
That's awesome.
it's such a cool place for you to check out. Oh, I got disheartening news I got to share really quickly, and then we'll get back to everybody here. So
Okay.
the music video was supposed to premiere tomorrow night.
That's right.
I
What
just got
happened?
news today that it's not going to be ready. So I am totally
Oh.
bummed. So I'll let you guys know when the music video is going to be coming out, the new one. So hang with me, guys. Sorry about that. But the guy who's putting it together said that things didn't work out the way he thought they would. So we're going to have to wait.
Wah wah.
Cora yeah, it is what what. Cora says she needs positive thoughts. She's hoping she gets the position. Cora, I feel like you're going to. I don't know why. I feel like it's coming to you. I think it is.
Yeah, you know what? I since the last time I spoke to her, I also felt like a shift, like there was more positive things going her way.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's good. Brandy jumped in here talking about my daughter with diabetes issues. She says, as a nurse, I can fully appreciate diabetes, so difficult on families and patients. My heart goes out to you. Thank you. Yeah, her type 1, she was diagnosed when she was 12.
Wow.
And it's been a really tough struggle for her because she was going through a lot of family issues with her mom and things like that. And to be told at 12 years old that you can't do things that other kids and teenagers can do, oh, she's a rebellious kid, and she kind of went right up against it. So she's had quite a few bouts with nearly dying with ketoacidosis. Her issues have been pretty big. So it's been a real challenge for our whole family, for me and my mom and my wife and my dad and everybody else. It's been a real struggle, but she's getting better. She's getting her life together, so we're proud of her. But thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Um, Real quick, Cora, and it just made sense to me because before I remember when we spoke to her, what was it on this show when we read and we told him, you know what, there was like a lot of negative like energy around her,
Yes.
and now we're both agreeing that we sense like good things coming her way. And she says, D, a guy got fired from my work. He did RSS. Is this the position that you and Moon saw me getting? I go, that could be it, because it just came out of nowhere. Like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like, you know what? Yeah.
I think they need to fill it quickly, and I think that you've already proven yourself quite a bit. So yeah, I feel good about that. I definitely do. Philip's in here. Hey, Philip. And I always give Philip a plug. He runs one of the best ITC discussion groups on Facebook. If you guys get a chance, definitely join up with this group. Philip, please feel free to put your link in if you want people to join up. Talks about the study of the other side, communication with the other side through all sorts of different devices like the Ghost Box, all the way up to televisions and different experiments going along those lines. So, Philip, just wanted to give you a little shout out. He says, Moon, can you find out if we crossed the girl over Saturday night? Philip, give me some more information on that later on if you can, a little bit further down. I'm going to try to fly through some of the notes here, but see if I can let you know for sure. Colette put in a message here. Can you send healing thoughts out to my friend's brother Keith? He is in the hospital with meningitis. Oh, he's in an induced
Oh,
coma. Thanks. I
sorry.
sent lots of healing. As we know, yeah, guys. I'd like to ask everybody, please concentrate in on Colette's picture here that she has next to her profile, and think about Keith, and see if you can go ahead and send some love to Keith, and see if we can get him better, and help out a little bit. But that is really rough to deal with. So thank you.
You're going in order, right, with the questions?
Yeah, I'm so far
Yeah.
back,
Okay.
just even in
No,
discussion.
no, and that, yeah, just wanted to make sure because I know that Julie wrote in a question in there. She really wants, so I'm just telling her, don't worry, he'll get to it. I promise.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to go down here.
He will. He will.
I just see Julie says, please read me birthday Saturday.
No, no, no. There's more. There's
Okay.
just keep going. But like read the other ones. You'll get to it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. D.
Hmm.
Troll alert. Troll alert. Troll alert.
Oh no. Really?
Yeah. So guys, just to let you know, we have a hashtag that we like to use here. We came up with in the last couple of weeks, and it's hashtag no darkness allowed. And if you guys would use that hashtag, we'd appreciate it. Again, it's hashtag no darkness allowed. And send us some love. Send us some love. We appreciate it. And to our little trolley, you can send as many little mad faces as you want to. It really doesn't matter because we've got so much love going here. It just doesn't make a difference. Hey, Ashley, Mooney. Okay, Ashley says, Mooney. That's how she puts it. I'm losing my
Mooney.
mind. Literally. Am I ever going to be pulled out of my huge rut? I'm so lost. My mental health is at the highest it's ever been. Ashley, yeah, you're definitely going through transition, and this has to do too with what we talked about with the retrograde and the reverb of the retrograde and all that kind of fun stuff that's been going on here. I can definitely sense the chaos that's going on around you, but things are going to get better. So hang in there. It's going to be okay. I think that you've got another few weeks of this. Probably, you're not going to want to hear this. I feel 6 weeks of some pretty trying times, but try to keep yourself grounded. That's going to be really important. Try to keep yourself grounded. Try to keep your head as straight as you possibly can, if that makes sense, and try not to let people affect you who are around you. That's a big issue. So, Ashley, it's going to get better. Hang in there. If you need any help, you can always get in touch with us, and we're happy to always try to talk you through some tough situations.
Did we actually get? I don't see any mad face. Did we actually get a mad face?
Oh, we had like hundreds at once. They come in and they think when they put their hundreds of mad faces that it somehow like detracts away from our show. And I just like to say, no darkness allowed. That's all I like to say. Hashtag no darkness allowed. We're all about love. Oh, they're back. Look, D, they're back. No, that's the no darkness allowed. The darkness is trying to get in, guys. Get the darkness out. Get it to go.
How could you put a little mad face to this? Look at this. Look at this. This deserves hearts.
Hearts and love, guys. Come on. That's what it's all
Yeah,
about.
come on.
And again, if you guys wouldn't mind, it's a little chance to say, if you wouldn't mind sharing this on your timeline and telling people, look at these crazy people I like to hang out with on Wednesdays and Thursdays, we would totally appreciate it. And yeah, you guys make the show. It's all about love. We really appreciate it, and thank you. Oh,
Dee's just.
it's okay. So Laura wants to know, Moon, what flavor tonight? Tonight's flavor of sparkling ice
Oh God.
is cherry limeade.
Ooh, I like that one actually. That is a good one.
You can send us cases of this if you want to. We drink this all the time. It's delicious. It's a great healthy drink. It's got vitamins and antioxidants in it. It's very good. No calories whatsoever. It doesn't have the bad sweetener in it. And the nice thing about it is that it's very inexpensive, and it makes a great mixer if you like rum. It's a really nice little adult beverage mixer. So
there you go.
yeah, if you're 21 and over, have to be 21 and over. Very important. Or 18 in Canada, I believe.
I totally heard you drink it. I totally just heard you clunk.
See, that's my endorsement right
there. Totally heard that gulp go down.
Chrissy says, I agree, D. I'm in Aries with MS, lupus, and I just got pushed through my first 5K. God bless you, Chrissy. That is so awesome. Wow, that is so cool.
That is awesome.
Having the physical limitations and things like that, and being able to push yourself like that, that's absolutely amazing. It just shows you, what the human spirit can do. And when you put your mind to something, nothing can stop you, and that's the truth.
Yeah, and I'm the same way too. And sometimes David gets upset at me, and sometimes you've gotten mad at me when I'm like, you're like, you need to stop, and I'm like, no, I can do it. Like, and David's like, oh my God, I don't listen to him, but that's just that, I have to keep going, and I don't want to let those things stop me. But sometimes you do have to stop and let your body recover. I mean, I know it's tough, and sometimes Moon gets upset at me, so I'm like, okay, fine, I won't do anything today. Yeah,
sometimes you just have to. You got to take a rest day. I mean, like I said, I'm completely able-bodied, and I thank the universe every single day for that. But I'm on a workout program, and I push myself to the limits, and sometimes people have to say, you know what, enough, Chris, dude, chill out. Rest one day, just take a break. And today was my break day, so I kind of got to relax a little bit. My legs feel better, my arms feel better, so I can get back at it tomorrow. So yeah, sometimes you just have to take that little break.
Yeah.
Is Julie Haas the one we're talking about, D, for the reading?
Yes, Julie.
How's my health and will I lose weight?
Yes, her.
Okay, yeah. Julie, I'm getting... There's still some health concerns. I think that there's a blood sugar issue with, speaking of diabetes, I think there's a blood sugar issue that's going on with you right now. But yeah, I think it's going to take you a little while to get your head where you need to be for losing the weight, but you are going to do it. I really sense that that's something that's coming your way. The motivation's there. Now it's kind of time to put the plan into motion, but do it at your own pace. Don't let anybody force you into it. It's up to you to do that, okay?
I agree. I agree with you. Sorry, I'm going through the comments here because I my on the computer it froze, so now I can't see Paranormal Warehouse, and I like to spy in your chat room.
I know my chat room is always more exciting. I get hearts and mad faces and thumbs
You
up.
do.
I've got trolls and goblins and yeah, it's funny.
And mine froze on the computer, so I'm like quickly trying to get in it on my phone. Aw, mad faces again.
Well,
Oh,
no darkness, but sometimes darkness likes to try to creep in. It's okay, guys.
that's so mean.
Fight them with hearts, fight them with love, forgive
D
them.
D likes to make people laugh. Why would you be mad at D?
And just as a side note, I wouldn't piss Chris off. That's a bad idea.
It's okay. You know why?
Why?
You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's fine. You put all the mad faces you want. It's not gonna. I'm gonna laugh. I'm just gonna laugh harder. Because you know what? When people don't like me, that's fine. That's okay. They start off not liking me, and then I grow on them like a fungus, and they can't get rid of me.
It is. It's like a very. It's like an intrusive plant. It just, it's like you start out, you're like, oh, I don't know about all this, and the next thing you know, my God, she has grown on you, and then you can't get rid of her. It's just,
No, that's it.
it's
That's
doesn't
it. It's like
doesn't matter how much weed killer you use. She's there.
I'm there. That's it. You can't get rid of me.
No,
I'm not gonna stop laughing.
pretty soon you realize that there's a reality to it where she's not going anywhere. You just leave it alone. Um,
Yeah.
Miss April says, I was born with fibro, Denise Garcia. We are warriors, but does get worse with age, but laughter is
It
the best
does.
medicine. And that's what Dee always says. Laughter is the best medicine, guys.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is, and I think that's why I make it. I know that I suffer a lot from like pains, fibromyalgia, and then I have the chronic pain disorder, and I all these different things. That I mean, if I was to go down the list of the different medical conditions that I have, I mean, you guys would be like, "What the hell?" But it's and it happens, and one of the things that helps me is laughing. I don't know. I mean, it's funny because it sounds. I mean, I know you're not always supposed to smile through the pain because then you're just, you're not letting that out. You're not releasing that. You're not release. Like Donna says, no,
Right.
you're not letting all that. You do have to be genuine to yourself, and if you feel like sometimes you just need to have a day where you just want to sit and cry. I mean, I had one of those days a couple weeks ago, and I posted it on Facebook, and I said, today I just want to sit in the corner and cry. That's what I feel like doing today, and I did it, and then I felt better. But most of the time, I just laughing for me and making other people laugh, and then hearing from them that I made them feel better, and it sounds cheesy, but spreading happiness, yeah, it does it.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it like I always love to hear that when people get in touch with us when we have our dumb times, we do our after show or whatever
Yeah.
on the air, and we're just having fun and being dumb. But the funny thing about it is that that it's great when somebody gets a hold of you and says, I was having a terrible day, I didn't know what I was going to do, and you got me through it. Or in really extreme cases when somebody's like, I was literally contemplating taking my own life.
Oh yeah, I've had.
And I tuned into your show, talked to you, whatever, and decided that I could keep going just because of that. I mean, oh my God, well, how amazing is that? So we love to hear that stuff, and I always love to hear how readings affect people. It makes their life better if they hear from a loved one or a spirit guide or whatever the case might be. It's so cool when they get a hold of me. They're like, "You won't believe it. My whole life changed after that." That's just so cool. Sorry, go ahead, Dee.
I was just going to say, because my mom went in the chat room on Mixer, so I want to say hi, Mommy. And today is Mother's Day, the Mexican Mother's Day. So we celebrated Mother's Day with my mom. Well, I haven't seen her yet today, but I posted it on Facebook and stuff. And the reason why, even though we still celebrate it on Sunday, that's like when we get together and stuff. But we acknowledge that every May 10th is Mother's Day in Mexico. So
Happy Mama's Day.
Feliz Día de las Madres, mami, te quiero mucho. Gracias por estar en el show.
Mucho, mucho.
And mucho, mucho. Cristóbal también te quiere mucho.
Sí, mucho.
Mucho.
Really quickly, on a serious note for reading, Glenna says, I'm desperate. I'm taking care of my dad. Will he be able to walk and take care of himself soon? Glenna, as I read this before I read it out loud, I got to tell you, I think that you're still going to be dealing with some struggles with that. Um, and I know, God bless you for what you're doing. I know you're sacrificing everything right now, but if you can remain patient and vigilant, everything is going to turn out okay. So I just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, and don't be afraid to ask people for help. Don't be afraid to try to get people in there to assist. But it's not going to be something that ends tomorrow. So keep working on that.
My mom says gracias, mijita, which is me, y gracias, Mooney. So.
Oh, te nada, te nada.
Oh, yay! Last week, I mean, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, it was Saturday night. I had Dan speaking Spanish, but he was cussing.
Shocker there.
And now I have you speaking Spanish, but you're being nice.
I'm not going to curse in Spanish.
Yay! De nada. Very good, Moon. Very good.
Oh, thank you. Oh, gracias.
De nada.
Oh my God. Let's see. I'm just jumping through here. Okay. Kyle says, Moon, I was wondering if you can see something for me. I'm going to be doing my first airplane ride in September. I'm scared to fly. I suffer from anxiety disorder. The plane ride is 13 hours. I'm doing it for me girls you see here. Can you please tell me if it'll be okay? Yes, it's going to be fine, Kyle, but the one thing that I would encourage you to do, and I'm not a doctor, I have to specify when I say that I'm not a doctor and I'm not telling you what to do, but I would talk to a doctor about an anxiety medication before you get on the plane, something that will actually relax you a little bit, maybe let you sleep through a lot of the flight. That's something really positive. My wife does that. She has some anxiety and she takes some medication. It gets her through a lot of bumpy flights. So everything.
And also, listen to music.
Always important.
Yeah, listen to music while you're on the flight. It'll bring your anxiety down.
Yes, absolutely. Lorella says, "Will things at work get better for me, and will I get full time soon? Please and thank you." Oh boy, Lorella, I feel like you've been going back and forth with this for a while. I think you need to approach them. I think you need to actually go to someone there and tell them what your intentions are, because I think that you sit back too often and just wait for it to happen. So I think that I'd be more aggressive. Open your mouth to the things that you want. Put your intentions out there to the people in charge, and I think that it will come around for you. It's going to get you what you need, but don't get comfortable there because that's going to change and it's going to be for the better.
I'm laughing because I just saw a comment in your chat room, April. April says, I feel like I'm watching Dora. I guess because we were talking. Gracias, de nada.
Wow. This would be the worst, most adult episode of Dora that's ever happened.
Oh my God.
Dora meets the crazy psychic.
Can you tell me where Mooney is? Oh my God.
That's funny. Oh, that's sweet. We got people in the chat room saying prayers for Keith. We requested that. Thank you guys for doing that. Hey, Christina, good to see you in here. Let's see here. April says, love sent to the angry faces. And that's what we always talk about when we do clearings and cleansings and people who try to do you wrong and everything else. The best thing that you can always do for yourself and that entity is to forgive them. And that is a way to guarantee that you'll either have an acceptance or they'll get so mad that you won't get mad at them that they go away just because of that purpose. So yeah, don't feed hate with hate. Try to love them to death. That's the best way to go.
Love beats the demon.
It's the truth. Fight them with love. Fight them with a laugh. Yep. But that's why
growing them like a fungus.
Yeah, we always say hashtag no darkness allowed because we don't allow the darkness here. There is no darkness to us.
No, we are creatures of light.
We are creatures of light. Kathy says, I cry every night about my divorce. Lost my mom and 2 cousins in divorce within a month. Ugh. Will we ever get back together? Please let me know. Oh boy, Kathy. All right, and this isn't to make things worse. I'm just trying to tell you this in honesty and love. No, I don't think it's a good idea for you to try to force that issue. I think
Mm-mm.
if you open yourself up to new possibilities, you're going to find a whole level of happiness you didn't even know existed before. But if you keep going back to this old situation, it's only going to bring through the same pain and the same problems. And you know, the person you were with was doing some things that made you not feel so good. So please just, if you can, try to release it. Try to release it in love, and let yourself be open to some new, better situations. They'll come your way.
Yeah, and I sometimes like to tell people whenever they want to look back and go back to their old situation, it's like when a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, it never goes back to being a caterpillar anymore. So,
That's right. That's a
yeah.
great way to put it. Yeah, once you've blossomed, you've blossomed. You don't have to worry about going
Hmm.
back and dealing with that stuff. I love Cora. Cora's our enforcer. She says, "Well, let me find this damn troll, and I'll chew his or her ass out." And that's in the midst of all the hashtag no darkness alloweds.
Oh yeah, yeah. Swiper, no angry face. Just swiper, no swiping.
Yes, 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 yes. I agree. Uh, and they are haters. You're right. And haters
Hi,
are
Jeff.
haters.
The goat's in there. He says hi.
Hey, Goat, what's going on, buddy? Yep. And thank you guys for blowing everything up with hearts. I think that's so awesome when you see people try to
Yeah,
come in and be jerks and put mean things in. And the best thing you can do is just send hearts and laughs. It's like, okay, that's cool. You feel however you want to feel. We're going to do our thing because that's not what we're all about. Um,
right.
okay, really quickly, Kristen says, Mooney and D, hi from Ohio. Can you tell me if what I am being told is sincere and change is coming, or will the lies continue? It's one of those nights. Kristen, I still sense some major deception there. I think you're being told what you want to hear. Um, this individual is not going to change, and I don't sense any reason to continue with that situation. And believing in that situation, that's my feeling. I don't know what you get, D.
Just when you were reading that, I agree with you. I feel like there's just a lot of deception and it's going to continue. But I don't know if you get this. I get like they're going to try to make her think like it's not deception going on, and she
Yeah.
may fall for it, and that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same thing as sometimes when people tell you enough of what you want to hear, eventually you just want to believe it
Hmm.
so badly you go for it and then you just get hurt again. That's the situation right here. I think that the best thing that you can do, again, make a clean break if it's at all possible, and walk away from that. Christina says, "Hi, Moon. Will my daughter's father eventually give up or lose his rights? Thank you. I think the troll is trying to turn us to the dark side, lol. But you guys have Yoda on your side." Love it. Love it. And
We
I
do.
like how
We
you
do.
brought the fourth back into it. Thank you so much. So we didn't have to do it. Yay. We just geeked out a little bit. Um, Christina, in all seriousness, I think that this is going to be a shorter problem than you think it's going to be. I don't see him pushing for very long. I think that his interest is going to move on. And I actually see things uh, coming to a sort of resolution in the future, actually. Not anytime soon, but I think that um, he's going to reapproach you um, and your daughters, and I feel like there's going to be some kind of understanding later on in life, which is going to be very good for them. Not necessarily having anything to do with you, but for them.
Hmm. I'm reading something interesting, but you'll get to it. I don't want to get ahead. I don't like doing that to you. But I just saw
Okay.
something interesting.
Okay, I just want to read Phillips real quick because this goes
Go
back to
ahead.
he was talking about the little girl crossing on Saturday. He says we were investigating property with long dark history, house by a bridge over a railroad track. Uh, Rumor was a girl jumped or murdered falling from the bridge. In our ITC session, it was constant cries for help. Spirit said she threw herself over. The word pregnant, then help her. So we tried to cross her over. It was very emotional. We think she did, but has stayed with me all week. Yeah, Philip, I'm actually getting the impression that she's kind of attached to you, not in a terrible way, but I think that she's there's something in you that's a security for her. Um, I would encourage you to do another session tonight, and more than a question and answer, I would turn on a machine and I would just talk to her. And then if you want to hear the results of it, go back and listen, but just go with your heart because I think she needs a release. I think that she's gripped onto you for security purposes. I think she feels very safe, but she definitely does need to still cross. So there you go.
Somebody just messaged me, but maybe we'll save him for the after party.
Yeah, if you have to question if it's an after party question, just don't even read it. Don't even
I'm
think
not even.
about it. Hey, so guys, that's the other thing I want to mention. What we usually do is we end up the show over here. It's about 2 hours, and then right after the show, we go over to the Mixler side,
It's
which is
supposed to be 15 minutes, but we always
yeah,
go
it usually
like
goes
way.
longer, but
Yeah,
it's just us over there, and it's totally 18 plus. It's adult. It's just us talking, being goofy. There's no serious subject that's going to get covered.
at
So
all.
if you're
There's no
looking
serious
for
subject.
yeah, if you're looking for readings, or if you're looking for wanting to talk serious psychic or paranormal, please don't waste your time. And if you get offended very easily, I just like to tell people, language and all that kind of stuff. Please don't even put yourself in that position. It's just a dumb fun thing that we do. So if you guys are interested, Dee will put the link in the Paranormal Warehouse chat room. Feel free to join us if you'd like to.
Yeah, and what he said is exactly right. If you get offended easily, I mean, if you're going to join us, it's not going to be what we're doing here. It's just a kind of just to release and laugh. That's the therapy, the laughter, and we do yeah, adult jokes.
Yeah,
Anywho,
exactly. Fetiche, which I've learned how to say her name, so I'm very happy to do that. Mooney, do you see if anything is wrong with me because nothing can't make me happy? Please help if you can, and what can I do for it? Uh, I really do kind of feel like you have a wall up, and I think you know what I'm talking about. There's some really deep past hurts that have affected you. Um, I think you're blocking out a lot of good opportunities that are coming your way. What I'd like to ask you to do is before you go to sleep tonight, calm yourself down the best that you possibly can, and then either out loud or even to yourself, just ask your guides and say, what do I need to do to be happy? And just repeat it over and over and over again. When you wake up in the morning, as I always say, have a recorder ready or have a pen and paper and write down the first thing that comes to mind. Don't even stop. Don't wake up and grab a coffee, anything. Just write it down right then and there. So important. Yeah, and I think you're going to find out what those blocks are.
Okay, they're having trouble hearing me on. Okay, no, they're not having trouble hearing me anymore. They were having trouble hearing me on Mixer, but not anymore.
Oh,
We're all
good.
good.
I'm glad you're good.
We're good.
Sherry says, "Thank you for the good vibes towards my new job. I'm very happy and grateful for changing jobs." Yeah, absolutely. Glad that we could do that. Ashley says, "D grows like a fungus." Bunch of laughing faces. She had me at her first laugh. And side note, she has awesome taste in music.
Yes, I do.
Well, she likes my music, so yeah, she definitely does. Um,
I do like your music. Actually, guys, you all. First of all, and I'm going to put the link to the YouTube channel in there again, so you can watch more. You can watch the past episodes of Box Talk. You can see the Ghost Box Chronicles, and then he's got his music on there. It's good stuff. I'm telling you, it's good stuff.
You got to be into the heavy stuff if you're into.
Yeah, it might scare you a little bit if you don't expect to hear Moon. But yeah,
It's heavy, guys. It's really heavy
no,
stuff.
but it's kick ass. I like it. I like
Thank you.
it.
Yeah, I warn people up front because sometimes people go, "Oh yeah, I'll go check it out," and then they're like, "Oh my God, that's not you." It was funny when I first retired from playing music. It's funny to say retired like I'm 100 years old, but when I retired from playing music, I had a newspaper that followed me down to an investigation in Colorado Springs, and they did like the whole investigation with us. It was really awesome. Got a lot of good stuff. Anyway, after it was said and done, I went back and read the newspaper article, and it was funny because you guys know how I talk now. I'm kind of mellow and calm, try to be most of the time, but they said something along the lines, as I stood there listening to him quietly ask questions to spirits over EVP, I couldn't imagine this man screaming the lyrics to Steel in the Spine, blah 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 blah. And it made me laugh. I was like, yeah, that's funny. It's true. It's funny.
That's true though.
I'll never forget. So I don't know if I told this story on the show, but this is just kind of a funny anecdote kind of thing. So years ago, I used to be friends with Chip Coffee, if you guys know Psychic Chip Coffee. And they thought it would be fun for him if they brought me to his surprise party, flew me to Atlanta and did his surprise party. And so I went out there and surprised Chip and the whole thing, and it was a big deal. And a lot of paranormal people were there who only knew me for, what I do. And so they had karaoke that night. and they're like, "Oh, let's sing karaoke," and people are singing like country songs and Grease and all this other stuff. So I went over to
Hi,
the
listen.
yeah, that's what they were doing. So then I went over to the guy who was running the karaoke thing, and I put in for "Have a Drink on Me" by AC/DC, and
Oh,
I got up on stage and I went full blown back to singer mode and hit AC/DC Brian Johnson like dead on. And as I was doing this, literally everybody in the crowd, all I saw was mouths like agape, and pretty soon it was just panic. It was panic for the first minute of the song, like they didn't know how to react to it. And then after that, the lighter started to come up afterward. It was hilarious. You had to be there, but it was funny. People didn't know that side of me before.
oh my God. I could just imagine everyone was like, what?
Yeah, they were in
Oh
panic,
my God.
especially Chip. The look on his face, he looked like somebody slapped him. It was pretty funny. Um,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Speaking of which, the episode of Paranormal State that I was on, Lorraine Warren just smacked him flat out across the face. I thought it was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen in my entire life. If you guys ever get a chance, that's on my YouTube channel too. The episode
Hmm.
of Paranormal State that I was on, it was right after my part in the show, and then he was there with Lorraine Warren. If you knows little Lorraine Warren, she's like, he thought he was possessed or oppressed or there was something going on, and she's, "Do you need my help? Do you need my help?" And then she just full on drew back and slapped him across the face. I thought he was going to fall over. It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
You got to watch it. I
I
saw
have
the
to go see
episode. I
that.
was crying. I just watched it over and over again. Um, okay, Ashley, going back to my show, which is going to be called "Here Comes the Groom" with Dan Klaus and myself. Ashley says, "I think Moon would have awesome beauty tips. Do you not see his hair?" I think my hair speaks for itself. I don't know what else to say. Lee's in the chat room. Hey, Lee, what are you doing, buddy? Good to
He
see
is
you in
in
here.
there.
Hey, buddy.
He'd probably won in on that manscaping show too.
Well, we're going to bring him on eventually.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
this is
Here
so
comes
sweet.
the groom.
It's awesome.
No.
Dee, listen to this. So Rebecca says, "You two have honestly gotten me through some dark depths."
Aw.
That's what it's all about, guys. Thank you so much.
I love hearing that.
Yeah, a lot of people, "Oh, we love our people. We love it." We genuinely love all of our viewers and listeners. You guys, you make the show. We wouldn't be here without you. We wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't listening. So thank you all for everything. We're glad that we can help you in any way that we can. Sorry, Dee, go ahead. You're
Lee,
laughing.
Lee just said in the Mixer chat room, he just said, hold on, I just manscaped. I could just picture him saying it like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do. I mean, Lee,
He,
I don't.
he let us all know.
Let me be clear about something. I don't worry about Lee when it comes to the paranormal fashion and manscaping because Lee's got it down. Every time you see Lee, nicely shaven, he's got the hairs right, the beard is right, he's always got his Metallica t-shirt on, everything's okay. Lee is good. So if you need an authority, if Dan and I aren't available to help you through, whatever manscaping needs you have, Lee is somebody I would recommend immediately. Lee is he's a manscaping god, let's just be honest.
Oh my God. April and I are going to have to do our beer show.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Beer. Beer, April, beer.
Julie, going back to the reading we were talking about with Julie about the weight issue and the surgeries. Thank you so much, Dee and Mooney. I hope I don't have diabetes. Yeah, I'm worried that blood sugar issue. The weight gain came from depression with loss of a pregnancy. I'm so sorry that's
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
losing
that.
a child in any capacity. It's just not right. I don't eat sweet sugar, only eat once a day. Mooney or Dee, what do you think? One thing I will tell you just from a dietitian standpoint, I'm not a dietitian, but I've done a lot of research. And for those who don't know, at one point I weighed 240 pounds, 240. And I ended up dropping to 148, 149 in 3 months. And that was strictly through diet and exercise. Period. That was it. I just tried to be as healthy as I possibly could. Walked the dogs. Got up in the morning twice a day. Anytime I ate, I went and walked immediately. Really was dedicated to it. I wish I could get that back. But the one thing that I found is a lot of people think that the way to lose weight is to starve themselves. If I only eat once a day, everything will be fine. That's the worst thing that you can possibly do. Your body will go into starvation mode. If it thinks that
Yeah.
it's not going to gain the nutrients that it needs, if you're not eating enough, it will stop immediately. Your metabolism will literally just slow to a crawl and you will gain weight. So I'm not telling you to eat 25 times a day terrible terrible foods, but if you have healthy foods and you eat them frequently throughout the day and keep your calorie count, as a woman, if you're looking to lose weight, from what I understand, an average woman's diet is about 1,400 calories a day. If you can keep your calories at about 1,200 a day, you're going to, with healthy food, you're going to maintain and you're going to lose weight. You're going to see things happen, but it's going to be both diet and exercise. People don't want to hear that. They think either they can starve themselves and sit around, or they can eat junk food and go exercise. It's got to be both. You got to do both sides. Diet and exercise, really, really important.
Yeah, definitely diet and exercise, and uh, drink a lot of water. A lot of
Water.
water.
Yeah.
One thing that I do, and it actually works, is in the morning, as soon as you wake up, drink a lot of water. Just fill yourself up as soon as you wake up,
With
and then
with lemon, by the way.
yes,
Lemon
yes.
cleanses your liver.
hmm So just drink, and I know that that sounds like so simple, but it's the truth. Like water, 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 and you'll start seeing the weight just come off in a healthy way.
Yeah,
You know.
you're gonna feel more full through the day if you drink water consistently through the day. But again, make sure that you're at least eating small, healthy meals throughout the day. That's the only way that you're gonna lose that weight.
This turns into a health show.
Yeah, sorry. I'm literally, I'm just speaking from the heart right now, because that's a battle that I've dealt with many, many times over. And I mean, I'm trying to lose weight again. So,
Me too.
it's one of those things you gotta be vigilant. You gotta fight, and it's not something you can half-ass. You really have to dedicate yourself to it, and not let yourself slip. And don't let the people around you affect you. You got to do it for yourself, and yeah. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
our
that's
health
true.
tip. Health tip for the day.
That's our health tip. Yeah, yeah, and it's coming from people that have tried. I mean, I know, like Moon says, he's been trying, and I have too. And actually, I've done pretty good. I looked at some pictures of myself back in December, and I was like, whoa, yeah. So I got a lot more to go though.
Yeah, no, you're looking good, D, and yeah, it's one of those battles. And find out what your healthy weight is. That's the last thing that I want to say. Find out what your healthy weight is, and then find what your happy weight is. When I dropped down to the 140s, that was too skinny. That was too skinny for me, and I realized I didn't feel good. My bones ached. I was working too hard. So,
hmm
like my perfect weight's like about 170. That's about where I'm healthy and I'm happy and I think I look okay. So, I've got about 20 pounds I want to drop, and I'm still working on that goal. So find what your goal is and just work for it, and don't get discouraged.
Oh, look at that. She says, "I love it. Veggies, water, exercise." Yeah, that's right. That
That's a great plan.
and and even if you know what I do, Moon's gonna kill me. I better not. No, no, no. I'm not gonna say this. I'm not. I'm not. You're gonna kill me because then you're gonna have like 20,000 people do the same thing. And no, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't say it. Just don't even say it. Uh,
No, no.
Really quickly, Linda Marquis says, "Y'all have helped me through some rough times too, and made me laugh." That's awesome. That's all we can ask, Linda. We're here for you. We count on you guys to make us laugh too. Sometimes the comments that come in just bust us up. We talk, D, seriously. How often do we just laugh about comments that have come in, and just in private conversations back and forth? We're like, "Oh my God, did you know so and so said this? Oh, remember when they said that? That was so funny."
Yes.
You guys are awesome. We really appreciate all of it.
Yes, definitely. I mean, and we do we talk about you guys, not in a bad way, but like we talk about you guys by name, like, oh my God, so and so is so awesome, and I really love when Kyle comes up a lot because he's so funny, and all of you. I mean, we love you guys so much, and we really appreciate that you guys take the time to come in here every week and hang with us. And I know it's different from other shows that you may see. I mean, to be honest with you, if Moon and I were to have this a show where we had a guest and I would probably burn out because I do that on Tuesdays. I do that every Tuesday.
Right.
I already have a show like that with Phenomenon Encountered. So if Box Talk was just another show like that, the Aries in me would be like, okay, that's too much of that. So I kind of like this. I mean, you guys are the guests. It's good.
It is. It's absolutely awesome. We just love it. We can't reiterate enough. I do want to get to something serious here because I'm getting a question in the chat room. It's a statement, really. Pamela says, "Help me, please. I can't figure out my depression." Yeah, Pamela, it's weird. And I'm just looking at your little picture here, and I get a lot of death around you. Not that you're going to die. I just sense that there's a lot of sadness and death, and it worries me a little bit. It worries me. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I definitely sense that there's some major issues, and I do sense that there's a deep depression around you. let me work on that, Pamela. Contact me personally. I'd like to give you some thoughts off air.
Awesome. Yeah, it's better contact them and privately because some of these things are better talked about in private. So
Yeah,
yeah.
we're always happy to give quick readings on the air if it doesn't get too personal. But if I feel like it's something that's going to affect you, I'm not going to say it out loud.
Let me see. Mine froze, so you're gonna have to keep reading the
Oh, I
questions.
apologize. Yeah, I'm looking here. Wanda says, I was born on Friday, May 13th, 1960, full moon, and my mom has told me it was at 8:05 a.m. There are many 13s in my life. I was in a car accident at age 13, lost my right eye. 13 children in the family. 2713 is a address. My brother and I share my accident date, and his death date is February 23rd. I feel that I'm connected to numbers. Is there a name for this? There is a name for it, and I'm on the spot now, so I can't think of what it is. The thought that pops into my head is numerology, but that's not what I'm looking for.
Mm-mm.
There's definitely synchronicity that goes in numbers, and we've talked about this before.
Is it angelic number? No, the angel numbers? No, but it's not that
No,
exactly.
no, I know
Um,
what you're getting at. Uh,
and
no,
I know what you're trying. I know what you're the patterns, the numbers, the patterns,
yeah.
the synchronicities. But there's a word for it.
And
Uh,
we had a whole discussion on this a few weeks ago, I
yeah,
think,
we did.
on synchronicities and numbers and things like
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah, absolutely. Pay attention to those things because they do happen. Birth
And
dates,
actually,
death dates.
when you start seeing the same numbers over and over and over, those are actually signs from the universe. And sometimes those are signs from the universe either trying to warn you of something or just letting you know that you're on the right path.
Absolutely. In your case, it's definitely, I sense it's more of a warning than anything else.
Mhm.
When you see that pop up, it's to put yourself on guard, and it's probably a message from your guides letting you know that there's something coming your way. And if you really look deeply enough into it, I think that you'd start to see with other numbers that you might see positive things happening when you see those numbers coming up. So try to search for patterns, try to write things down because that's really the only way that you'll remember is if you write it down. Write down specific incidents that happen around the number 13 and see if there's other numbers that pop up when really great things happen.
Mhm. Yeah.
Let me see. Coral Ann. Hi, Mooney and D. First time listener. Hi, Coral Ann.
Oh, welcome.
Because because of my health, I have been unable to work. I'm sorry to hear that. We're trying to get a few different businesses going to help pay the bills. Is this going to help enough, or do we need to keep looking? Yeah, Coral. Right now, I think that you're going to need to keep looking. I just don't think that the energy is right for you to kind of start your own thing. Um, I do think that if you put a little persistence into it and give it a week or so, you're going to see an opportunity that comes along that pays the bills until you can get things up and running the way that you want them to. But don't abandon the search until you can get something off the ground because I think finances right now are big. It's really important.
Um, Madam, she put the number 23 in the chat room, and I don't know if that's because that's the number she's been seeing or why she wrote, but she just put 23, so I don't know. And Lee says, "Gotta go. Love you guys. Bye,
Bye,
Lee."
Lee. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, buddy. Christina says, "Hey, Mooney and D. I was here last week and never seen Star Wars. We have dedicated this Saturday to Star Wars. Oh God, we've done it, D. We've done it.
Yes, we're doing God's work.
Thank you both for a great idea for family night. Well,
Aw.
absolutely glad we could do that. You're gonna bond over Star Wars. There's a lot to bond over.
That's the best thing to bond over, actually.
Um, will I get a good job soon? Uh, I you need to be careful. I don't mean to stutter here, but I'm getting the sense that you're going to have an opportunity between two or three opportunities. I really, really want you to think it out, and I want you to follow your heart. Not necessarily what's the most money, but what's going to keep you the happiest, keep you the most engaged, and the best chance for advancement. So don't just jump into that job, please. I think that this is a big moment in your life. Please pay attention to that, okay?
Yeah, it's true because a lot of times you tend to go towards, well, this is going to be better money wise, but remember, in the long run, you got to be happy with what you're doing. So
Exactly.
yeah, go with what makes you happy because when you like what you're doing, you never have to work a day in your life.
That's the truth too. It really is.
My dad used to say that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been really blessed to be a musician and make a decent living off of doing that and doing this and surviving off doing what I do. So I got to tell you, yeah, do what you love because it'll work itself out and you'll find a way to survive doing it. It's the best thing ever, believe me.
Hmm.
Kristen, going back to her thing about the deceit and betrayal earlier, we did the reading for. Says thanks, guys. I've been really torn. We've had seven. We had a 7 years and lots of lies and betrayal, and I'll change. And I will change. I promise. I keep hoping. As you said, we have children together, and it's very confusing for me. Yeah, Kristen. I don't believe it. I don't feel like there's any real genuine meaning
Mm-mm.
behind those words.
Mm-mm. No, it's the deception's going to continue.
Yeah. So sorry to be that way, but
I don't like being negative though.
yeah, but that's the thing, and we D and I had this discussion off air about some psychics that are out there right now, and there's some really popular psychics that are out there, but if you listen to what they say, all it is, oh yeah, you're going to be happy, oh yeah, you're going to get married, oh yeah, everything's going to turn out, oh yeah, they'll survive. It's somebody just telling you what you want to hear, and that's great, but I mean, if you want the truth, if you want what we're genuinely feeling and genuinely picking up, um, you're going to get more fulfillment out of that, I think, than somebody just trying to make you feel better. So, there's a difference, and there's some great psychics out there, but I just feel like sometimes they just kind of pat you on the head and say, "Yep, everything's going to be great. You're going to be the most successful human being in the world," and go. So, yeah, if you want reality, definitely hang out with us.
Yeah. I always feel bad though. Like whenever you start reading a question right away, I feel, oh, I don't feel good
Yep.
with that question. Ugh. I'm like, that's when I look down. Like, okay.
Yeah, but you got to jump in and be honest about it. I mean, that's the one
Yeah.
thing. I've never done a reading where I haven't relayed exactly what I was feeling, positive or negative. And sometimes people do get upset about that. They get mad. Oh, well, how dare you tell me that? Well, did you want the truth or did you just want me to stroke your ego? I'm going to tell you what I feel. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we'll always tell you what we feel. So you can rely on us for that. You might not always like what we have to say, but we'll throw it out there. It just stinks to have to tell people bad news. Um, Barry says, "Hey," like that. Hey, uh, I can tell my Aunt Barb has been visiting me a lot recently. Do you know if she has any messages for me? Yeah, she's been trying to get through to you about some signs that you've been missing, not just from her, but from some other people that you were extremely close to that have passed away. And I feel like that soul circle is getting stronger. So open yourself up to the communication with her, and maybe just ask out loud exactly what she's trying to get across. Because I think that there's quite a few people who do want to talk to you, and I think it'd be really good for you, especially right now, to reconnect.
There you go. And it's always important to reconnect. It's always important to listen and pay attention.
Always.
Um, Cora says in the Mixer chat room, she says, "Okay, Box Talkers, I'm making a personal request for a friend. Her son was shot today 4 times. The doctors don't know if he will live." So, guys, if everybody could just focus your energy and your positive prayers and send healing and to that Cora's friend's son who was shot. That's terrible. That's terrible. Terrible.
That's absolutely horrible. Yeah, young life. I just don't understand it. But yeah, send as much positive energy as you possibly can. Those things really do make a difference, guys. We appreciate you doing that, and the general consciousness very very important. Um, Rebecca says, Mooney, check out my son's best friend's band, Orion's Calling. Yeah, Orion's Calling. Everybody check out Orion's Calling. I'll definitely do it. I'll let you know my thoughts on it. And yeah, let's have a music review next time around. Maybe tomorrow. Nancy says, here I gotta tell you a funny story. Nancy says, Moon should do audiobooks. He has a very calming voice. Okay, so here it's funny. I do a lot of speaking events. So,
I just got an idea. Okay, go on.
see,
Sorry.
it's the
Sorry.
Aries brain going. Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's funny. One spot where this always happens. So we do the Mason House and Ghost Hunter University there, and it's like this living room that we do it in. And Chuck, the owner, has bought these blackout shades, so it gets completely pitch black inside the room, other than the projection up onto the screen and me talking. So it's so funny
Hmm.
because when I'm doing the when I'm doing the lectures, I look out at the group and they're interested and intrigued for a little while, and then slowly I start to notice like certain ones dozing off like one by one, and I'm thinking, am I boring these people to death? What's going on here? And then after I do it, they always come up, they're like, oh God, please don't be offended. It's just that your voice was so calming, it put me to sleep. So it's one of those things. It's kind of a catch-22. So I guess I could start doing audiobooks and
I
speaking
just got an
calmly.
idea when you said that.
I bet you did.
I did. No, but this is a good idea. This is a great idea, actually. Well, I'm working on my poetry book, right?
Yes,
You could read the poems. You could do the audiobook for my poetry book.
I'm in. I am totally in.
Yay! 'Cause you got that voice. Okay, cool.
I can do that. I'll speak calmly and smoothly.
And then when it's like an intense poem, like that intense part of the poem, you could do it acting. You could totally do it.
I could totally do it. You know I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's it. You're gonna do
I'm
it.
going to do it.
That's how I always get Moon to do stuff. Like, okay, Moon, you're doing this.
Yeah, I rarely do I have a choice, and that's totally fine. I mean, most of the time I'm in no matter what. Really quickly, again, guys, I just always like to remind you, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you guys could send us some love, send us some hearts, share the video, tell everybody that you know, put it on your timeline, say, these lunatics made me laugh today. I had such a good time. It was so much fun. We would totally appreciate that, so thank you, thank you. Kathy says, I had fun listening to you guys. By the way, it was I was the bad one, the marriage, not him. He was a good man. I mess up big time. I keep hoping we will get back together. Now, Kathy, I understand what you're saying in that situation, but you have to realize that in marriages, it's a partnership. It goes both ways. And in certain situations, people get with other people, and that person doesn't fulfill what they need. And that's the reason that people go and do things on the side, and then they take on all the guilt and the blame that goes with that. So I'm not telling you to forgive yourself or forgive anyone or whatever the case might be, but realize that there's two sides to the coin. And if you felt fulfilled in the marriage and you felt good about it, you wouldn't have the desire to be the quote-unquote bad one. So please, I'd like you to really re-examine the situation and find what you like, find what you love, and make sure that it's not something you're looking for versus what's really there.
I just want to make sure, like, because she says that she was a bad one, but I kind of feel like he makes her feel like it's her.
Yeah. Well,
But
I think it's that, and I think that there's a lot missing there emotionally. So, and I'm not trying to put everything on blast. I'm just trying to say, really look at the situation. Take yourself out of it the best that you possibly can and see it for what it really is, and see why you would do the things that you're doing that make you feel so bad. That's it.
I agree.
Let's see. Kyle once again wants to be the first customer on Here Comes the Groom with Mooney and Daniel. And Kyle, I've already got you slotted in. You're already in there, buddy. You're going to be our first guest.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just here.
Oh, and then Cora, for those who don't know, Cora in our chat room, sweet Cora, who we love, who is our enforcer, and sometimes shocks me a little bit the after parties, I'll be honest with you. She bought a sweet little animal, and she named it Moondy.
Oh, yes, Moondy. And she says that Moondy's doing great right now.
Yes, Moondy is awesome, and we all love Moondy. He's our mascot, and yeah. So thanks again, Cora, for bringing Moondy into existence into our lives. We appreciate that.
Yeah, and we kind of challenged everybody, right? We said, if you guys buy little furry babies, name them Moondy, and
Lo and behold,
and send us a picture.
yeah, lo and behold. Interesting. I didn't know this. Laura, who's been a longtime listener of ours, said, "I found you while in the hospital, and you pulled me from the funk that I was in." That's it. That's all that we can ever ask. That's awesome. That is so cool. And you guys stick with us afterwards, and you listen to us ramble as we do, and read everybody's comments. And yeah, we love you guys. We really truly do. We would not do this show without you. Believe me, we would not.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that. And what really, for me, validates that, you know what, I think we're supposed to be doing the show this way, because we didn't intend to do it this way at the beginning, remember? It just sort of grew into this, like, where the listeners are the guests and we're reading their questions and stuff. When I hear those comments and people saying that we really helped them out and we really took them out of their funk and they were in a bad place, and they look forward to Wednesdays and Thursdays because sometimes they're having a crappy week and they just want to
Mhm.
come in here and laugh and just feel better. To me, I was like, you know what? We're supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
That's validation. So
Well, it's therapy
thanks,
for
guys.
us too, because yeah,
It is.
we laugh and have fun, and I came in today in a terrible mood. I was in a bad mood today. It was just
Me too.
it was one of those days, and I was like, oh God, I hope that it doesn't come across on air. And you guys,
Can't even tell.
no, I mean between D and everybody in the chat room, you guys have totally cheered me up. I feel great, so thank you all.
Yay.
Um,
Wait for the after party.
yeah, right. Yeah, just wait for the after party. Jenny says, my stepson has been very troubled recently. What do our guides feel we should do? Will it get any better or worse? Ooh, Jenny, God, what is with today though? I do definitely feel like things are going to get a little bit more trying before they get better. Um, Try to have. Okay, they're talking about conversations. This is all about open dialogue. I get the impression he's feeling things that you do not understand at all. Whatever you can do to get him to open up to you and just talk, even if it's yelling and screaming, it's really important that you hear him because you're gonna make a huge discovery in some really bad stuff that's going on in his life right now that you don't even know about. And I know you guys can pull him through it. So uh, please do that. Please just open up a dialogue with him.
Um, I'm gonna let you take this one because it wouldn't. But my mom wants to know if my dad has any, or if there's any messages just in general for her.
Okay. Uh,
That my dad made you laugh, didn't he?
yeah, he did because he said he went like this and he said tomorrow, tomorrow. So that's for the box. He likes the box. He likes to talk through the box.
And
But he was like waving me off. He's like tomorrow, tomorrow.
does he have any? Tell him I said no. My mom wants to hear from him. I guess
Yeah, tomorrow. He's making it clear.
tomorrow. 'Cause
Yes.
today's Mother's Day for her.
It's all about the box.
It's all about the box.
So
Okay, mañana, mami, mañana, mañana, mañana.
yeah, and he's doing
Pero
this. He's doing this like wavy thing, like I'm annoying
you know
him.
what? You know what? He would do that. My
Yeah,
dad would do that with his hands. Like he would like,
yeah. He's like go away tomorrow, tomorrow.
and he was very stubborn like that.
It's like
And he made you laugh.
yeah, yeah. He totally made me like he was like He was like like come on tomorrow. And now he's doing the blowing kisses thing.
Oh, te está mandando besos, mom. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
and
been thinking about him a lot.
well, that's good. Tomorrow will be the day. Linda says thanks to our health tips from Box Talk, knowing that lemon helps the liver. Yes, it does. It does help the liver.
It does. Also, it's funny that we're talking about lemon because I actually just today I read an article that if you cut up lemons, and you put them in a jar and you leave them like that, and you let the air, like you breathe that in, it actually, and I'm gonna do it because I have asthma, but it actually clears up your breathing
Hmm.
and your lungs. Yeah, it because it's got this what would it say, antibiotic properties, so like it sort of it clears up you have trouble breathing, it clears up your breathing, and then the air seems cleaner too. So I'm totally going to do that. So I'm going to send David to go buy like a shit ton of lemons. Oh, sorry.
A beep ton of lemons.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry.
That's okay.
A
That's after
bunch
show
of-
talk.
That's after show talk. Yikes. Lots of lemons. And yeah, Dave, that's what you're gonna have to do. Cut them up.
Yay. Janet, going back to our health tips, I swear I won't stay on this, but I do want to get to something really quickly because this is something I go through. Janet says, I travel Monday through Friday. It's hard to eat healthy. You have to carry food with you in and out of hotels, but definitely need to crawl back on the healthy wagon. I'll tell you what, Janet, a lot of times, not that it's the perfect thing to do, but one thing, if you, there's an app out there, and I'm not advertising for them, but I just want to tell you, it's called MyFitnessPal. It's a free app. And the cool thing about it is that if you go to that app, you can like log your steps, you can log your food, you can log your water, you can do the whole thing. But they basically have what calories are in every single food, the fat content, the whole thing. So when I'm on the road, there's no way to eat healthy, and I'm super picky eating. So there's only certain things that I like. But like even if you've got to go fast food, sometimes you can eat at Taco Bell a meal that's actually not bad for you. It's calorie wise, it's really not that bad for you for under 500 calories. If you just look on this app and
Mm-hmm.
you're full, you're happy, and keep your calories down. Exercise afterwards, walk, run, pace back and forth, do whatever you got to do. You're going to find ways to make it happen. But that's the problem I go through too. I'll be at home, I'll get on a great program, and then I've got to hit the road. And once I get on the road, the first tendency is you're tired, you don't want to do anything, sometimes you drink a little too much, and then the next thing you know, you don't really want to go, you're not motivated to get out there, but you really have to keep your pattern going one way or the other. So you can do it. We're here to help.
The reason why I was like, whoa, because right now when you were talking, I swear, and I'm not crazy, Moon. I heard my dad's voice in my head, and I heard him say, "Huh, he's good." About you, because you were saying about no tomorrow,
Yeah,
tomorrow, and
yeah,
how and that would be him. That's exactly like you never met my dad,
not in
but
life.
when you were talking, I heard in my head, I heard him go, "Huh, he's good." I was like, Dad, wow. So my dad likes you.
That's pretty awesome. I'm glad he does. He gets mad at me though sometimes we're doing the sessions because
He does.
he'll try to take over, and I'm like, "Hey, sir, we have to get through all these people," and he'll just keep talking. He'll be playing music and he'll be talking, and I'll be like, "Hey, maybe we'll just bring him on as a guest one time because at that point he could just get everything he wants out. It would be good, I think."
And you know what? I remember this one of our shows that you said that my dad was trying to organize everyone like in a line, and I'm like, oh my god! And I hadn't even told you at that point that my dad was an administrator.
Right.
For he was a principal at a high school and a junior high. So he worked in education. So that would have been so my dad trying to get everybody organized in a line.
Get
And
them
when you
all.
said yeah, you were like your dad's like organizing everybody, and he's like I'm like holy crap, yeah, it would be him. Like wow. So it's just crazy. And right now, I'm not nuts. I heard his voice in my head.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't doubt you. Ron came through, said, "Good evening, Dee and Chris. Chris, looking forward to seeing you this weekend in Utica, New York. It's going to be awesome, Ron. We're going to have a really great time. It's going to be so cool. Those mansions, oh my God, the record mansions, those places are so active. We're just excited to get back there and do an event with those guys. And everybody who is on the foundation there is so cool. They are so awesome. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be good to see you." Duh, duh, duh. Kyle says, "Jamming to Moon and D, having my tea and biscuits. Hee hee." I love that. I don't. Kyle's the only person I know who has tea and biscuits. That's so cool.
Tea and biscuits.
Yes,
One of these days, I'm gonna have to have tea and biscuits
on air. We can have tea
with
and
Kyle.
biscuits with Kyle. We can just have
hmm
a like a
We'll just have the show, tea and biscuits with Kyle, and we'll bring him on.
that could be our show. That could honestly be one of
Right?
the shows. Yeah,
Tea and biscuits with Kyle.
right. I like it. Kyle, we might have a show with you on it, buddy.
I'm sorry, I just pictured it. Okay, let's keep
That is
going.
funny. That is funny. Lori says, "I feel spirits around me. I really want to learn to see them. Do you have any ideas what I can do to see them? You see, I think I have a sensitive and I love it. I just want to help them and see them." Yeah, Lori. It really starts with, as I always say, again, the broken record thing. You got to connect with your guides first. You got to find out how to protect yourself, how to ground yourself, and once you're protected, then you can start to explore communication with spirits. But work on the grounding aspect of it and the communication with your guides, and then we can always help you with the next step. But that's step one.
Um, I don't know if I'm ahead of you or behind you,
You're
but
probably ahead of me.
Chris, sorry.
It's okay.
But Christy says, "Oh, I hope you didn't answer me. I had to chase my Great Dane and put a diaper on her. She's in heat."
Oh no.
But I think we did answer her.
I think so. Yeah. We're gonna have to watch the replay on that one. It's gonna.
Yeah.
Can you put the YouTube address in again for everybody? Yeah.
Yes.
If you guys miss anything, if you miss a question, if you have to walk away, whatever, please feel free to go back and watch the reruns of the show. We're always getting comments from people who are like, "Oh, thank God you post these because I keep missing them." Um, Colette says, who's our England woman. I love her. She's always over there, and we talk every day. She says, "Keep hearing knocks and voices, very faint. There is nobody up around where I live because it's nearly 2 a.m. I have no TV on except probably just my loved ones tuning into your show. XXX. Probably." I think they're probably hanging out with you, hanging out with us. I think that's really
Mm.
cool. Yeah, definitely, Colette. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, you were ahead of me because I just saw where you were.
Oh, okay. So I was ahead of you. Oops, sorry.
It's okay. You just do what you want to do. Uh,
Oh, did you hear that? That was his first sarcasm. I was like, what's wrong with Moon? He's not being sarcastic with me today.
well, it's a positive day. We're being positive. Uh,
There was.
there.
But I like when you're sarcastic.
Well, whatever. Okay, so Brenda says, I think Mooney and D is the best. Heart, 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 heart. We think you're the best too, Brenda.
Yes, very much.
I'm just flying through, guys. Okay, April says, I know truth will bring my son back to me one day. Haven't seen him since he was 4, but I know truth will bring him looking for me. That's the truth, April. Absolutely. If you do everything with pure intention, you can almost guarantee yourself that in the end you're going to get what you need from it. So, yeah, I truly believe that. I really do believe that, April. And I think that reality is going to happen for you.
I want to ask real quick, can everybody else in the Mixer chat room hear us? Because I guess maybe it's just my mom. My mom keeps putting in there dot 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 dot. Like, I'm like, what? Mom, I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
She just wants the show to get better. That's all she's waiting for. She's just like, when is this going to be fun? When are we going to have a good time?
When are we going to have the after party? She's just waiting for the after party.
That's all she's waiting
Mom.
for. Yeah, that's all there is to it.
See, they can hear. See, Mom, they can hear.
This is so interesting. I got to say this because I saw her picture. Lori is asking, should I buy a haunted location? Yes. I don't know why, but I sense that there is a place that's calling out to you, and I think you could do a lot of good with it. I think that you could do some really positive things. Yes, 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 yes. I think that's important.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Wow, Dee's not disagreeing with Moon today.
Something's wrong.
Something retrograde.
This must be the retrograde, the non-combative aspect that we have going. Kathleen, hiya, and good Wednesday evening at 5:58 p.m. from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Very specific. Sending major heaps of Costco-sized love and hugs. Oh my God, I love that. Costco size. Right back at you, Kathleen.
I had never heard that, but I love it.
That is so awesome. Okay, guys, we have a new hashtag. We're going to do a new hashtag. It's going to be Costco size love and hugs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's our new hashtag. That's a new one.
Costco size. I like it.
What?
Ooh. I like it. I like that Costco size hugs.
It's really cool. I like it. That's really cool.
Guys, real quick, right
no, it's
before
okay. Interrupt
we went,
me. Go ahead.
He's back. See, that's the Mooney I know.
It's not like I was talking. Go ahead. It's fine. I'll just wait here.
Anywho, yes, you will wait there. Okay, so right before we started this show, I posted, that we're gonna go live in a couple of minutes, blah blah blah, and then I put a picture of BT and then Lightning Bolt MD, Box Talk Mundi. So I want to know what you guys think about that, because that might be the design on the T-shirt. So go look at it and tell us what you think.
Let us know if you like that or not, because that you can buy a T-shirt with that on there and maybe some hashtags on there.
The hashtags on the back it's going to be Box Talk, Box Talkers, it's Box Talk Squad, Box Talkers, Box Talk, and then in the bottom, Mundi. So.
And I think some pictures would be appropriate as well.
You think pictures?
Yeah.
All right, then we'll get some pictures on there.
We're pretty. Why not? Okay, Christine says the vibes have definitely been off today. They were weird today, but it's better. I feel better. I feel like we've cleared all the nastiness off. I think we're doing good, guys.
I think so, and I think Moon absorbed some of it because he's being sarcastic with D again.
Yeah.
Either that, or you're just getting ready for the after party. You're just getting into character.
No, my vibes are coming back. I feel the power. I feel good. The force is strong with me.
I like nice Moon. Be nice again.
Whatever, D.
No, I had him nice for an hour and a half.
Feel fortunate that happened. Sheba's in the chat room. Hi, Sheba. Good to see you.
Come on, go back to being nice.
Whatever, D. Let's see. Oh, we got lots of people sharing the video. Thank you for sharing the video, guys. We totally appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know what this is about because it's all out of sequence, but Cora just said, Mooney, eat a bunch of seafood. Okay, I'm in. I'll do it. Oh, Philip agreed with me on the fitness thing. You did honk. You did honk.
I honked.
Oh
Keep
boy,
going.
it's going. It's still going. Philip agreed on the fitness thing. He says my Fitness Pal is what I used. It's great. Yeah,
Uh,
Philip, totally agree. Love that. It's really good. Oh boy, she's laughing now. You
Cora,
can't stop.
Cora, out of nowhere. Cora just
She's
shows up there.
Moon, eat a bunch of seafood. And when Cora tells me to do things, I do it. I do. I don't question. I'm just like, hey, I'm in. I'm in. Lots of
Cora,
seafood. I like
Cora's
seafood. I'm a
always
sushi.
throwing me off guard.
Cora completely. She gets it. She gets it. So I'm there. I'm there.
Oh, I love you, Cora. I love you.
There it is.
Thank you for that comment. Eat a bunch of seafood.
Just that's it. Moon. She knows. She said directed at me. Moon, eat a bunch of seafood. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do that. But I love sushi, so hey, I'm not going to complain. That's totally fine with me.
I was just about to say, does she know about your? I was oh, what sushi? I was totally gonna call it something.
Okay, so it's 13 after. We've got to make it for about another 17 minutes. And she's already into laugh attacks, so I don't know how long this is going to go. Oh boy, here we go. Here it is. Oh.
I'm
And there's the
sorry.
snort. There's the snort. Once the snorts start, and the numbers are just shooting through the roof, it's like your snorts are bringing more people in. Um,
Yes.
that's all there's. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I got to say thank you because I see people who are in the chat room and they are sending out love and light and prayers to people who need it, and that's so
Like,
awesome to see. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, Chad says he can't wait to see both of us at the May 27th event in Manila, Iowa, which would be the.
Yay!
Let me do the Chilla in Manila.
That's
That's
gonna be a lot of fun.
that's gonna be so awesome. Get
And
tickets. Get
it's gonna be
tickets. Get tickets.
guys, get tickets for that because we're gonna do Box Talk Live. So
Box
you'll
Talk
get to
Live.
see Box Talk Live. You're gonna get to see the snort in person.
Oh my God, my Alexa just went off.
I heard that. I heard your Alexa.
I was like looking around the room for who was talking. It says, "Please register first with your Alexa app." Well, I haven't done anything.
Oh
Bad,
my
bad
god.
Alexa. No, we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be so cool. So please, again, if you're in Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, or if you have money for a plane ticket, fly into Des Moines and then come see us.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be awesome.
It will be awesome. You guys are gonna love it.
Oh,
Promise.
Kyle says, "I want a T-shirt. Oh my God, I'll buy one right now, Moon and D. You
Okay.
just made my night with the T-shirt. I'll gladly wear it. Lots of smiley faces. Yay,
Yay!
Kyle. We love Kyle.
I love you, Kyle. Love you. You know what, guys? If you do buy them, send us pictures of you all wearing them so we can throw them up on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we will. We'll have you all over the Facebook page. We'll have
We'll
you
do a little whatchamacallit.
montage.
There you go.
Do you see how I did my lips when I said that? Montage.
Montage. Oh
You have
my
to say it like
god,
that.
we could do a montage of music and it could have my laugh in the background.
Bobby, Bobby, ha 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 ha, Bobby, Bobby, ha 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 ha, Bobby, Bobby, ha 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 ha.
The Bobby remix.
No, that's not hell for me at all from our first episode.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
god.
Lynette, yes, you did miss your reading. Please go back and watch the rerun.
Mm-hmm.
Sheba says that she's driving home listening to us. I love that so much that people are just like, doing their daily stuff, driving home, studying for tests, feeding kids, whatever, and they get a chance to hang out with us and do this. This is so much fun. I love it.
I just have to say I love you, April. She just put Denise Garcia, Tom Gals, and beer.
Whatever, manscaping. So Margaret West, who is my new friend on Facebook and is very tied in. It's a long story, but anyway, she says my cousin passed away at 46 years old last December, and we were close. Would appreciate knowing how he is. Nothing's been right since. I did, Margaret. I actually did a reading with a couple of your family members, and I believe, if I am correct, that he came through at that point and said that he was okay, that he was on the other side, and was working to help you guys out with some things that were happening in your lives. So let's. I believe that was one of the individuals that came through. Christine says seafood and sushi is the best. Christine, I love you more every day. I can't. I mean, it's what. Okay, so here's my question to Christine: when are we going to go get sushi? When are we going to go get the pickle shots from this pickle shot bar place? We all live in the same state. We got to do this, so it's got to happen soon.
You stop at who's it? Janet says you stop at convenience stores. LOL. How do you protect yourself? I've heard that you should surround yourself with a white light, but I can't see the light. I see nothing when I try. Oh, well, yeah. You're supposed to visualize. Um. When I try to. Okay. Well, there you go. I see nothing when I try to visualize. So people have a lot of difficulty with visualizations.
Yeah, and again, a lot of us have trouble meditating. It's just not in our nature. So that's why I always say that those moments before you go to sleep, if you can concentrate on your questions, your guides, your loved ones will come through to you at that point. It's just really important that you write it down first thing in the morning, or you'll lose a lot of that information.
And I know this sounds cliche, but practicing and practicing, you eventually will get it, because I used to be terrible at doing the visualizing, and I can do it now. So, yeah.
Oh, Cora specified. She said, Mooney, it's about what you eat while you're on the road. I do try to eat a lot of seafood. And it's crazy because I eat sushi in some places that a lot of people are like, why would you eat sushi? So I downloaded the Yelp app. You got to be careful because if you're like in middle America, it's pretty sketchy sometimes when you go and look for sushi. Sometimes you end up with a good place, sometimes a bad place. I literally read those reviews like in depth before I go and eat sushi, because if I read one review that says got sick, I'm out. I'm not doing it. So, yeah, you gotta be really careful.
Mm-hmm. True, true. Sorry, my comments are freezing, so you got to keep reading.
Okay. Uh, Christine
I don't
said,
know why, because I have it popped up on my phone, and then I have it over here, and it's freezing. So you got to.
well, it's just meant to be that I read them. Christina says, I drove to Walmart with you on and listened in Walmart getting groceries. That's so awesome. Did you have it like the headphone? Did you have the headphones in, or was it actually playing out to the room? Because I would love to see how Walmart people respond to us. I think it's like a social experiment. I think it's so important. I've got to know, Christina. You got to tell me. Um, Colette says, if I can, we'll send you a T-shirt with East Midlands Paranormal Ltd for UND. Yes, we would love your
Ooh,
T-shirt.
I'd love it,
Yeah,
and we'd wear it on the show.
yes, that's the other thing, guys. If you want to, if you feel free, send us T-shirts, send us hats, send us all that stuff. We'll put them on. We'll take pictures with them on, and you guys can use that for whatever promotional purposes or just fun that you want to do. So yeah, send us your stuff, and if you need
We'll
to,
promote.
yeah, we'll promote for you. We love to do that. We love to help you guys out.
I'm just laughing because Meredith wrote something in the Mixer chat room when we were talking about the Bobby,
Uh,
and she's like, I'm gonna tell you know what? It's almost over, so I'm gonna say it was Cora D doing Velma saying the M word in the background.
Why are we always bringing the after party in eventually? It never just stays in the after party. It always somehow comes back in. Oh my
It does.
god.
That's what she said. Anyways,
Okay, after party is starting. Uh, Christine, PM me. We're gonna set this up. We're going for pickle shots and sushi. That sounds delicious. Um, Yeah, April does bring up a good point. She says she starts her white light from her heart and then surrounds her. So
uh-huh.
basically, a lot of people have different ways of creating that protection, that white light, and everybody's got different methods. I think if you do it in purity with intention, everything's good. Um, but I can't deny this one. So Brandy says, "Help me out here, Mooney. What direction should I turn? This retrograde is killing me. Will I find love again?" Yes, Brandy, you are going to find love again. But again, you're pushing everything too hard right now. The retrograde,
Let it happen.
yeah, retrograde reverb is not good. This is not good time to push and try all that. You really want to let it come to you, and I know that's hard, but definitely let it come to you. Super important.
And I know it's confusing sometimes for people to hear that, like when you say, "Okay, let it come to you, let it happen," because a lot of times you end up shooing that energy away when you're actively overdoing it and and seeking it out. And if you just let it happen, it'll come to you. It will.
Okay, since we're kind of wrapping up the show, I got to get some quick things in here. Cora says,
Yeah.
fried calamari, yummy. Okay, Cora, fried, bad. No, no, no. Bad. No, fried, no good. No, bad. We don't do fried. Yes, it is delicious. I totally agree, but bad for you. Um, Connie says hell from Ohio. I think she's saying hello. But
Hello.
that scared me when I
I saw
first read
that too.
hell from Ohio. Oh, okay. Um, been hearing lots of visitors in my house lately. Do you know good or bad? I am not sensing anything negative around it whatsoever. I think that you're dealing with family. I really do.
A lot of
Uh,
times, if it feels like it's bad or if it feels like it's aggressive, it's just because they're frustrated and they want you to listen and you're not
right.
listening. They're trying
Totally,
to get your attention.
totally agreed. I am picking up kind of a grandmotherly energy around that. I hope that helps. April. That's what I'm doing. The Box Talk Walmart experiment here in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. I love that we have Box Talk playing in Walmarts throughout the world. This is going to become like a conspiracy theory. People will be like, why do people always play Box Talk in Walmart? I love
Or
that.
like when they're shopping, people are shopping. Who was it? Somebody was listening to it at Kohl's the other day. Remember?
Yeah, yeah, that's so awesome. I love that. Hey, James, I'm glad you can make it. You're at the very end, but hopefully you'll join us over in the after party
After party.
afterwards. Yeah,
Yeah.
Timothy's back in. Yeah, Brandy, you're most welcome. Do I know him already? No, Brandy. I think that you need to wait. I think that there's a new person coming in, so don't. I know exactly. I can picture who you're talking about. That is not the person. No, 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 no. New person coming in. You're most welcome, Connie. I'm glad that we could help. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left. We'll read some more comments. Just as a quick reminder, Dee, if you don't mind putting the links back in the chat room.
Hmm.
If you miss an episode of Box Talk News, or if you miss an episode of just Box Talk in general, please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can watch Box Talk episodes. You can watch Ghost Box Chronicles episodes. You can see some of my old music, listen to some of my old music, all
That's good stuff.
all that kind of stuff, and some old shows that I was on, like Paranormal State and stuff. I've archived a lot of that stuff, Door to the Dead, all that kind of junk. So if you guys are interested, you can definitely tune into that. Again, I'm going to hopefully see a lot of you in Utica, New York coming up this Saturday. If you have any questions about the event, get in touch with me. Also, my week in Iowa is about to begin. The following weekend, going to be at the oh boy, I just forgot, Dubuque Paranormal and Psychic Expo, followed by an investigation, private investigation, followed by the Stagecoach Inn investigation, followed by the big event where you're going to see Box Talk live for the very first time, the Chilla in Manila event that's going to be
I'm
happening.
so excited! Yay!
It's gonna be an awesome Paracon, guys. You're gonna I promise we will have so much fun. And it's funny as even being on the air, I saw some ticket orders come in for the Chilla in Manila. So really happy to see that, guys. Please support that, and we've just got so many great live events and things coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow night, want to talk about this one. This is a big one for those who don't know, who weren't able to hear. Tomorrow night is all about readings.
Yes.
This is about the Box Talk name. So please spread the word to anybody who might be interested tomorrow. I'm going to have the box out. I'm going to be doing live Ghost Box readings.
I'll
Once
be reading the questions and yeah.
Well, yeah, once my energy drops off on that one, we'll start doing some standard readings for you guys. But the entire show is dedicated to readings. Bring your questions, anything that you want to talk about. Please spread the word. If you see posts about it, share the posts. Tell everybody that you know. We want to make it a huge show. We want to get as many people in there as we possibly can. And yeah, I'm dedicating all my energy. I know Dee is too, to get your questions answered. And like I said, if something sparked for you, I've had a lot of box talkers who've had a quick reading on the air, and they're like, I got to know more, and then they do sessions with me afterwards. And I'm always happy to do private sessions for you guys. I always make it a priority to get you guys in first. And like I said, Dee is doing psychic counseling. Just starting up right now. So a lot of you who do readings with me, I will refer you back to her once it's all over with, and she'll be able to tell you a little bit more about that tomorrow. So we're going to get everything set up. It's all going to be set, and yeah, that's about it.
And real quick, Janet, she asked there, can you elaborate on practice? What do you do? What did you do, Dee? What I'm going to tell her, since we're gonna start with the after party in a minute. Follow me on Facebook, Janet. Reach out to me, message me, and I'll touch base with you on that, and I can talk to you and give you some tips on how to practice that visualization, because I know I had to practice with that, and it got better, and it's much better for me now. So yeah.
Things have definitely gotten better, yes. And yeah, I know we have got about 3 minutes left. I don't want to go too much into anything else because we've got the Box Talk after party coming up. And once again, I just want to reiterate about the after party, guys. Thank you for all the love, by the way. My God, it's absolutely amazing. We totally
Yay!
appreciate the love and the shares, and you guys make this show for us. Like I said, we would not do this without you guys. It's absolutely amazing. But if you do plan on attending the Box Talk after party, we do ask that you're 18 years old. We do ask that you're not be offended by language or content. It's a different show, and we just don't want you guys to come in there and not feel comfortable. So, I want to tell you that right off the bat. D.
Real quick, thank you. I saw somebody put in there, I love Snort as a hashtag. So yeah, thank you. I love that you love my snort. And yeah, that's it for right now. Join us in the after party. I'm going to put the link one more time in the chat room right here for you guys. Go over to Mixler, and like, this is nothing like what you heard right now. It's all comedy. It's all comedy. We're not even ourselves. We're two totally different characters. So
Yeah,
you all enjoy. Yeah.
It's like a character show. There's nothing about Mooney or D. It's just being dumb people.
And if it is Mooney, it's no.
It's not Mooney. It's just a dumb thing. It's fun and people laugh, and yeah. If you enjoy some Eddie Murphy type of humor, Dave Chappelle type of Murphy, Dave Chappelle kind of humor, then you'll probably like this